Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial.
Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Broncos offense set to go behind their quarterback in his second season now from Missouri, Charles. It's Drew Lock.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-to-1 as opposed to the 2-to-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. First and 10, here's Lock. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
But we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. The pass there complete to Sutton. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Lock. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Complete.
27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
7 on the play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
25, Melvin Gordon.
The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 19 carries, 59 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football. Give it to him early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Raiders, nothing.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
First possession coming for the Raiders, and at quarterback their longtime starter in his 7th season, Derek Carr.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A first down and more for Jacobs. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders, and it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier, and this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
Carr now on first down. They're trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. Fighting, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Carl Nassib able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier. Brought down by Bryce Callahan.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score, Broncos 3, Raiders
From the
0.
25, here's 2nd and 6. going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 16. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, and it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Quick throw, it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Here's Carr to throw. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, here we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
And this hits off the right upright, but it finds its way through. Could have gone either way, but he got it to go.
Broncos 3. Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver's offense ready to go again.
And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target.
And it's 3rd and 4.
And down he goes. Brought down the Raiders set. Tanner Muse in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. On first down, Carr. Reception here by Rhodes. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And a slant held in by Rhodes. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice...
Trying to get to Rhodes, but it's intercepted. Jackson, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Now quickly to Judy. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 87 yards, and the Broncos have retaken the lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line.
And 11 at the 40-yard line.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 39. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. From midfield, here's Carr. Carr taking it in over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Carr. Incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Now Gordon on first down. Fights him off. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's the third-year running back, Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Melvin Gordon.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
43-yard line.
Back quite a ways here, facing second and 19. Block working out of the gun. His throw incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, block. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
At their own.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Throwing on first down is Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there. A gain of 14 and a first down.
First and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. To Ruggs. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple-option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. He'll have a first down past the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And some room to roam now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 31 yards there to first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out and picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Jacobs now. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. KJ Hamler returning it. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Raiders take over First and 10. At their
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. And Denver getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
2nd down.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Chester Rogers.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st down, Locke able to get this to Gordon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 21 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball down.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Max Crosby in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
2nd down.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun. And he's going to go down again. Drawn after the sack. He's still down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. From the gun, Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
To throw, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And it's caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll run it with Jacobs.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard.
So the Broncos coming out now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack.
From the gun, it's Locke. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jacobs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
What a tremendous rookie year running the football that Josh Jacobs had in 2019. But he only had 20 catches out of the backfield. What we just saw there, that catch in the first down pickup, we'll see more of that with him moving forward. I think in his rookie season, the Raiders just want him to get comfortable learning the NFL game, doing what he does best, running it. Now he'll add pass catching to his duties.
Carr going to throw here. Complete on the deep ball. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, these quarterbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Max Crosby in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
14, but it's now 3rd down.
Locke to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Locke to throw for it on 4th. On the slant, completes to Sutton. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
To throw again. Locke. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
It's just a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The ball carrier.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Second and 11 now. Carr going to look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver's offense ready to go again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing.
And the Raiders have got him. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Shotgun snap to Locke. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One final try for Locke. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people